Saw Ada, Verdigris, Heritage Hall, and Lone Grove and Sulphur, who Tuttle, Blanchard, Mount St. Mary, and Berry Hill have already moved on to the 4A state tournament, which will be held next week. Not sure of the location yet. Somebody said it's somewhere in the Edmond area. Not sure of the exact school yet. But we're going to take a quick commercial break as you're watching Elgin Owl Baseball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And welcome back as we're here at the Nest for this super regional game between North Rock Creek and your Elgin Owls. I want to thank our title sponsor, Burrito Miko, proud supporter of Elgin Athletics, located at 13002 Commerce Drive right here in Elgin. Go check out Miguel and his staff today and get some sushi, some tacos, a couple cold beverages as well on this wonderful afternoon. Also want to thank our starting lineup sponsor, Liberty Roofing. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Liberty Roofing. Located in Elgin, they are the insurance experts, veteran-owned and operated for over 10 years. and they're one of only 4 Tamco Diamond Pro certified roofing companies in the state. So if you've had any exterior damage to your house from a storm, give Liberty Roofing a call today at 580-574-1543. That's 580-574-1543. So in the outfield, we've got Kaysen-Meyer in left, center field, Ritzenmeyer, right field, Cade Hillary at third base, Caden Boletto at shortstop, Mason Thornton at second base, Brody Morrison, first base, Lucas Young. Behind the plate, Kyler Owen. And on the mound is Jackson Sutherland, who comes in with a unbelievable ERA of .78, 53 and 2/3 of an innings pitched, 74 strikeouts, 8 wins, and 1 save on the season. Should be a fun one here today. Billy, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, you're on the verge of, getting back to where you were last year, so you take care of game 1. You can get ahead to game 2 and think about, hey, we're just first pitch from the get-go. And if you're Jackson, you just want to throw strikes, right? That's what you want to do. Let your defense back you up.
And as we get ready for our first pitch, I want to give a shout-out to Dacus Heat and Air as our first pitch sponsor. Dacus is family-owned and operated, and they service all makes and models of heating and air systems. Find out why they've been making families comfortable since 1979. Strike 1 in there for Jackson Sutherland. Thanks, Dacus Heat and Air. Give those guys a call today at 580-549-3113. That's 580-549-3113. Ball a little bit low there. He was count 1-1. Yeah, Jackson's got a good mix of pitches, Billy. Fastball. Pretty good slider. There you go. Nice little curveball right there as well. Keeps hitters off balance a lot. Gets ahead of the count now, 1-2. Thanks for joining us wherever you're joining us from.
Yeah.
Strike 3. First out of the inning. That strikeout is brought to you by Home Lumber Supply in Lawton. Located at 1306 Southwest F Avenue in Lawton. Home Lumber Supply is your hometown source for lumber, hardware, and job site readiness. Contact Steve and his team today at 580-353-3838. Home Lumber and Supply in Lawton, our strikeout sponsor. Jackson gets off to a great start with a strikeout, the first batter of the game. Swing and a miss for the second batter. Gets out ahead of the count, 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Gets ahead of the count, 0-2 here.
Yeah, it gives Jackson some pitches to play with.
Yep. A little on the outside there, 1-2. Not a bad pitch, though, 0-2. Didn't want to kind of give him anything good to hit, but might bust him inside here now that kind of went away right there.
I think he was trying to go backdoor, just got a little bit away from him.
Evens count 2-2. So Jackson comes into this one 8-0 on the season. Having a little technical difficulties with our scoreboard at the moment, so we apologize about that. That ball is hit out to center field, but Ritzenmeyer is under it for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for Jackson here in the top of the first inning. A little low and outside, I guess. 1-0. Ben McDonald always talks about it on those SEC games during the week. I mean, one of the hardest innings for a starting pitcher is that first inning.
First one, yeah.
Jackson's off to a really good start so far here. And Jackson's last down, and gave up 1 run against Elk City. Pitched 6 2/3, I believe. High 3-0. See if he can come back here. Ball outside. It's going to be a 2-out walk. Runner now on first base.
Brings up Jace Plum, the lefty. Probably see him in game 2 on the mound. Big kid.
Yes, he is. Fills up that batter's box pretty good. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, that's a nice
Gets him
pitch.
started with a strike there. Oh. Good job by Brody right there, being Johnny on the spot on the errant throw. Jackson starts the batter off with a strike. Count now 0-1.
So the bigger kids, typically, the way I would play with them in high school when I was a catcher, I would like to throw a high fastball to get him to chase one, and then I'd put one down and out. So let's see, throw something a little bit high here. It's really hard for a bigger kid to lay off a high fastball.
Yeah.
Especially the best player who's confident that he can hit it. It's hard to catch up with them. Setting up outside, though, here.
Coach Molina's done a great job with the pitching staff all season. Owls head coach by Levi Garrett. Congratulations to the girls' slow pitch softball team. Came up just a tad short in the semifinals, but congratulations on a great year to all those ladies. Runner's going.
Runner's going.
Ball's in. Gets in there easily with a steal a second. Still 1-2 count here with 2 outs. About top of the first inning. Got 2 for you today. This game at 2, and then next game to follow at 5. We will go off air and then come back on for that game. So if you're at work right now watching, see if you can come out and join us at the field at 5. I think your boss might let you off a little early.
Yeah.
Mine did.
Hilarious.
1-2 count here. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Jackson Sutherland gets another home lumber and supply and Lawton strikeout. So Rock Creek Cougars leave on 1, but score none. Jackson with a walk built in there, 3 strikeouts in the inning. So good start for Jackson Sutherland on the mound. We're going to stick right here in between innings as we going to bring you the starting lineups brought to you by Liberty Roofing. All right, so batting first, kind of the same order as we've had most of the years. Batting first, playing shortstop, Mason Thornton. Batting second, Brody Morrison. Batting third, Ritson Meyer. Fourth, Cade Hillary, followed by Grayson Nichols, Kason Meyer, Lucas Young, Jackson Sutherland, and Caden Boletto. As you can see the starting lineups there. Batting order on the screen. Not sure where our scoreboard went. It was here earlier. So we'll keep up with the score as best as possible for you. Obviously, it's nothing here. But, yeah, great start by Jackson on the mound. Did have that 1 walk, but outside of that was able to strike out the side. 3 home lumber and supply in Lawton. Strikeouts there in the first inning.
2 strikeouts.
2 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Thanks, Billy.
Fly out to center field. Yeah, no, what's...
Oh, yeah, Ritson did get that one.
Yeah, so
you could have told me that a little bit earlier, Billy. That's the
well,
third time I said that.
I've only heard it once. What's good about that, I think, good for Jackson that first inning to get that walk, let when the kid got down, he stole second base to get that runner in scoring position, put a little pressure on you, make you think about it a little bit early in the game, which I think is good. Still kind of a low-pressure situation, but makes you think a little bit more about what you're doing. And then he struck out, obviously, their best hitter, so good first inning there for Jackson.
Well, and it also gave him an opportunity in that first inning to pitch a little bit out of the stretch,
Yeah.
too. I mean, we all like to pitch out of the windup, obviously, but pitching out of stretch and getting that kind of in
So
there.
I prefer pitching out of the stretch all the
Okay.
time. So
Okay.
to me, there was too many moving parts with the windup. So
Okay.
the stretch I got used to. Now, that's not for everybody.
Right.
For sure.
So here comes Mason Thornton leading everything off here, coming into the game, hitting .361 on the season with 35 hits and 25 RBIs, also 10 stolen bases. Mason does a great job of kind of working that pitcher a lot of times, so see if he can kind of work this pitcher and get a runner on and create some havoc on the base pass early. In there for strike 1. Mason, the senior, headed off to Redlands Community College to play baseball and continue his academic career as well. Falls behind 0-2.
Really got to protect the plate at this point.
Yeah, Mason likes to work the count pretty good, so he does a pretty good job of being at kind of that table setter, leadoff hitter at the top, works a lot of pitches, and he's done a great job all year, obviously with 361 average. Ball's inside. It's even the count now, 2-2.
Yeah.
Ball is fouled away. He's staying alive as Mason. Count remains 2-2. Fouled back again. Like I said, that's 6 pitches already that Mason's seen. So Brody and Ritson waiting on deck and in the hole respectively. Also got to see a couple extra pitches.
The pitcher just challenging right now.
Yeah, he's pumped a lot of strikes in there as he throws the ball. He makes count full now, 3-2. Ball is rolled over to the first baseman, which is fair, and takes it over there unassisted for the first out of the inning. So now 1 out. That brings up senior Brody Morrison, the 3-sport star. This may be the last time. Well, tomorrow, this afternoon's
Could
game,
be, yeah.
maybe the last time he
Could be today. Yeah.
plays at any of the nests. Trying to lay down a bunt. Foul ball, hit his foot.
Yeah.
That's going to be an 0-1 count. Brody trying to use his speed to lay down a bunt. Coach comes out to ask if he was out of the box there, but still just a strike. 26, team leading 26 steals on the season for Brody, so just shows his athletic ability and speed.
I had this many steals in high school.
Zero? No way.
I was a catcher, so when I got on base,
courtesy runner.
Yeah, I never ran.
I took off a few times.
I tried in the JV game. They put me in a JV game one time to let me try, and I got thrown out a second, so that was it.
It's going to even the count 1-1. Brody heading off to Hardin Simmons to play football in Abilene, Texas in the fall. Ball outside, 2-1. But prior to that, looking to get back to the state tournament for the 4th year in a row. Strike 2, evens count 2-2. Brody comes into this one hitting 367. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's going to bring up Ritson Meyer with 2 outs.
Look at that off speed right before that. Got him a little off time, a little bit behind it.
Yeah, I think he was looking off. Yeah, like you said, a little bit off speed and kind of blew it by him a little. Kind of late swing on it. That's going to bring up Ritson Meyer. Ritson likely going to pitch game 2 today. Today starting out in center field. Comes into this one hitting 351. 8 home runs and a team leading 45 RBIs on the season. That's going to be a base hit. Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Infield single for Ritson. That's going to bring up Cade Hillary. Cade comes in hitting 408 on the season. Huge home run against Lone Grove in that district championship matchup over the scoreboard to take the lead in that one. Had a big triple the other day as well. Leads the team with 9 triples, Billy. So no steals. How many triples are we talking about in your high school career?
2.
That was going to get down 2. Ritson's going to stop at second. Owl's got a little 2-out rally going here. 2 back-to-back singles.
2 triples. 2 triples.
2 triples?
2 triples.
All right.
One hit off the right field fence and bounced about 75 feet straight back this way. That was the only chance I had. And
the other one was a dive in.
Dive in center field and a miss. That was the only chance I ever had.
No,
honestly, you can count that as a triple. You do score it as a triple, but
yeah, I mean, it didn't touch his gloves, not an error, so it is what it is. That's going to bring up Grayson Nichols, the junior, team leading 451. Swing and a miss, strike one. Yeah, the junior's having a great season so far this year, hitting 451. Team leading 46 hits on the season, also 37 RBI. Looks like Chris has got our scoreboard back up and running, I think. That ball is hit to center field, probably going to be caught for the third out of the inning. So the Owls get 2 hits but leave 2 stranded and score none as we head to the top of the second inning. It is 0-0 here in Game 1 of the Super Regionals against North Rock Creek and the Elgin Owls. You're watching Elgin Owl Baseball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And we're back here at the Nest as we head to the top of the second inning. No runs scored in the first inning by either team. Did have a little bit of action on the base path for both teams. Jackson Sutherland comes out for a second inning of work. Best out of 3. 2 games today, and if necessary, 1 game tomorrow at 2. All here at the Nest. Winner of this will head on to state, where they will join Tuttle, Blanchard, Mount St. Mary, and Berry Hill, who are already there. That's going to be a tough play right there. Brody's going to get it. Gets it all across the diamond, but safe at first. That was a tough play.
Yeah.
A bouncing ball high off the turf. Jackson wasn't able to get back to it. Brody did as best he could and got it out of his glove pretty quick, but got a runner on first base now. Got 3 game 3s today, Salisaw and Ada. I know Billy's got some Ada pull there.
Yep.
And then Verdigris, Heritage Hall are playing game 3. And then Lone Grove and Sulphur split yesterday. Lone Grove in Elgin's district, looking to move on against the Sulphur Bulldogs. We'll try and keep up with those scores throughout the day for you and tell you of those 3 games, who else is moving on to state. Ball is bunted right in front of the mound, right to Jackson. He's going to get it over to first base for the first out of the inning. Good job by the Cougars moving the runner to second base, but good job by Jackson fielding his position and getting the play out at first base for the first out of the inning. Jackson's a pretty good athlete. When he's not pitching, plays third base for the Owls as well, so can really field his position. Glenn Brockenbush just sent me a text watching down in Dallas. Thanks, Glenn.
Just outside, just a little bit.
Yeah, ball 1. Thank you for joining us wherever you're joining us from. If you're still at the office, make sure you have that boss button ready.
Yeah, yeah. Always an Excel spreadsheet, baby.
Gets it in there for a first pitch. Well, first strike of the at-bat. Nasty little curveball there he's got.
Yeah.
Evens count 1-1 now. Got a runner on second base. high and tight. It's going to make the count 2-1. Again, I want to thank our title sponsor, Burrito Miko. It's a great day for baseball.
Man, beautiful day.
Hopefully it's like this all weekend for Crods and Rods out there supporting the fire department here in Elgin. That ball's fouled back. Thought maybe I had a chance.
Only if you dove off the roof. You did get a chance.
I've been known to do worse. Yeah, that was last week. That was Elk City. Almost barehanded one, Billy. It was just out of the reach. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Ball gets away from Kyler, so runner at second is able to move to third. So that's a runner on third with less than 2 outs. Count is now full. A huge spot right here for Jackson to get a strikeout.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 for your another home lumber and supply and Lawton strikeout. Jackson's third of the game. Am I right this time, Billy?
You are right.
Okay.
Correct.
He let me go about an inning and a half. So got a courtesy runner over at third base for the Cougars. North Rock Creek talking to their head coach a little bit before the game. The school's only been in existence for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, they're fairly new.
First year of baseball was the COVID year, so didn't really only play 2 games that year. So 6th year the school's been open, 5th year of playing baseball. Out of Shawnee.
Yeah.
Strike on the outside corner to get ahead of the hitter 0-1. Two outs here in the top of the second inning. Ball is hit to the shortstop. Mason Thornton coming up with the play. Gets it across the diamond to Lucas Young for the third out of the inning. Great job by Jackson right there, holding that runner at third with less than 2 outs. Gets out of this one with no runs scored. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, you're watching Elgin Isle Baseball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where sports is our middle name. And we're back here at the Nest as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Due up for the Owls is Kason Meyer, Lucas Young, and Jackson Sutherland. Kason's got my vote for best walk-up song so far. Just wait, Billy. I will sing it at some point during the game.
You tried to right there. It was close.
I have just about every time he's come up to bat all year. Squaw! Ball's off the handle and headed foul. Kason falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, one good thing this pitcher's done for North Rock Creek is get ahead in the count early.
Yeah, he's pumping a lot of strikes in there, not kind of playing around. 0-2 count, just fastball right down the middle. Hey, hit it. Good job of Kaysen staying alive right there. Ball is hit to the shortstop. Good play. Across the diamond for the first out of the inning. Brings up Lucas Young. Lucas comes into this one hitting .299 with 20 RBIs on the season. The senior said during senior day, Billy, that he wants to be a large animal vet.
Okay.
So just throwing that out there.
Interesting, yeah. Hey. Well, he's a taller guy. Maybe it's easier to get to the big ones, you know.
There you go, Billy. Good job. That's why we pay him the big bucks.
That's right.
Lucas gets ahead of the count here, 2-0.
I think like the exotic animal veterinarian would be.
Tiger King?
Yeah.
Swing and miss right there, 2-1. Ball low, 3-1.
I don't think my goats would fall into the large animal.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah,
your goats,
I'll fill you
Billy.
in on that sometime here soon.
How are they making it?
They're doing great.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a walk for Lucas. He's going to bring up Jackson Sutherland. See if he can help himself out right here. Jackson hitting .326 on the year. 31 RBIs. Coach Garrett down there giving some signs. Owls looking to get back to the state tournament for the 4th year in a row.
Crazy.
Made it all the way to the 5A state championship game last year. Lucas takes off running on that one and gets in there for a steal of second base. That's Lucas's 12th stolen base on the season. Lucas, a 3-sport athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Played football this year as a senior. First
awesome
year to play football.
Yeah.
Did a great job at the tight end. Really became a weapon towards the end of the season. Made some huge plays. Obviously, basketball career as well. Jackson lays down a beautiful bunt right there. Let's see if he can beat it out.
He's going to be there.
Yes, he's there. Safe. Great job. Set it up as a sacrifice, but was able to beat it out at first. Just a perfectly laid bunt there. That's going to put runners on the corners. Probably have a courtesy runner. Not pinch runner, but courtesy runner for Jackson. Here comes Gage Young, the freshman. They really like his speed. They use him as that courtesy runner a lot. Really like I said, his speed and his athletic ability. That's going to bring up Caden Boletto. See if Caden can get an RBI right here. Caden handles the bat fairly well, too, so wouldn't shock me if maybe a safety squeeze here or something Coach Garrett has up his sleeves. Checking the runner to see if they tipped their hand at what they were going to do right there, but good job by everyone. Got some dogs barking. Pickoff attempt again. Gage gets in there standing up. Bunt laid down. Here comes Lucas. It's going to be a tough play, and he's out at home. Yeah, Caden's got to try and potentially get that down one of the lines, but right to the pitcher. Good play by the pitcher to flip it with his glove to the catcher and able to get Lucas at home for the second out of the inning. Runner still at first and second now with 2 outs, and it's going to swing us to the top of the order with Mason Thornton. Not a bad idea right there, just good execution by the Cougars of getting the lead runner out at the plate. See if Mason can get a big 2-out hit here and get a run home. Here's the pitch. Ball up and out, 1-0. Mason grounded out to first, his first at bat. Did work the count pretty well, as he normally does. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball up and out again, 2-0. Mason, along with Cade Hillary, are headed to Redlands Community College to play baseball in the spring. Here's the 2-0 count. Pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Stick around today as we've got game 2 coming up at 5 o'clock. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit up the middle. Let's see if Gage Young can get in there. Yep, he's going to get there more than likely. That's going to put Caden at third. Great piece of hitting right there by Mason Thornton to drive in the first run of the game. The Owls take the lead 1-0 on Mason Thornton's single to center. Gage Young comes around to score from second. That's going to bring up Brody Morrison as we still have runners on first and third. Great job right there by Mason Thornton. Getting the ball right back up the middle for the big 2-out single to get the first run of the game home. Owls take the lead 1-0 over the North Rock Creek Cougars. Pickoff attempt at first. See if Brody can keep this thing going. Put a crooked number up on the board.
Yeah.
Got the runner out at second on the steal, so that's going to end the inning. But the Owls score 1 run on 4 hits and take the lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. You're watching Elgin Owl Baseball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, we're back here at the Nest as we head to the top of the 3rd. The Owls take the lead in the bottom of the 2nd with Mason Thornton's RBI single. Brought home Gage Young. Here's Jackson's first pitch of the inning. Ball outside, 1-0. Best 2 out of 3. Game 2 will be today at 5 o'clock. Ball outside, 2-0. And if necessary, Game 3 will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. here at the Nest. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Yeah, that fastball's drifting glove side last 3 pitches.
Yeah, he's kind of pulling it a little. So it's going to be 3-0 count.
Might be overthrown a little bit.
Settle back in with the 3-0 curveball.
It's nice when you got that.
Yes. Can't get that one over, so let me try this one. But, I mean, that just shows the confidence he has in all 3 pitches.
Yeah.
fights his way back to a full count here.
Probably throw the same thing, maybe a little bit on the outside of the plate. Come inside him instead.
We have leadoff runner on base for North Rock Creek. Jackson a little upset with himself on that one. But he's done a good job today so far, pitching on a stretch with some traffic on the bases. Let's see if we can get one to roll over here. Runner on first, no outs. Pickoff attempt over at first. Gets back in there sliding.
That pickoff attempt was not just for show either.
He's
thrown over there. Yeah.
Now game 2 when Ritz is out there, those pickoff attempts sometimes are rather entertaining. Stolen base right there. Gets a runner in scoring position with no outs. Against Elk Creek in the district finals or regional finals, Ritson did not throw an EFIS pitch. First game all year. Runs the count to 2-0.
Yeah, he's a seldom. He's just overthrowing it a little bit right now.
That ball is golfed out to right field. That's going to fall in front of Cade, but the runner had to hold up thinking Cade might catch it. That's going to put runners on the corners with no outs. Kind of fisted it a little out there to right field. Cade thought he might have had a chance at it, but did the smart thing and kept it in front of him rather than trying to dive after it and get a Billy Palmer triple.
Best just to keep that in front of you. And you need to shut up.
But like I said, with that, it was able to keep the runner kind of between.
Yeah, he did a great
second
job.
and third.
Yeah.
And didn't allow the run to come in. But now I was in a little bit of trouble right here. Runners on first and third with no outs. Runner is going. That ball is bunted.
It's right
Billy,
here.
Billy.
I'm not going to get that one.
Oh, man. Hitter falls behind 0-1 on the foul bunt attempt.
If I catch it, I actually didn't catch it because I'm keeping the ball sticking right in my pocket.
There you go. You gonna get it autographed after the game?
My oldest son had one of the most athletic plays of anything he's ever done over there, catching a softball barehanded. I'll tell the story later if we have time. Pretty great because you don't expect that from him.
We got 2 games today.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Swing and a miss.
Oh.
Ah! Yeah, Kyler tried to get the runner at third. Caden wasn't able to catch it, so that is going to tie the game up at 1. And it gets the runner from first all the way over to third. Still no outs here in the top of the third. Got some hands. I think there was some miscommunication there. Got some.
I don't mind the idea because the runner does turn his back, but throw's got to be better.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 as another home lumber and supply in Lawton strikeout. Contact Steve and his team today at 580-535-3838. Infield is playing in.
Trying to cut off the run at home.
Yeah. Ball is outside and low. Jackson falls behind 1-0. Thought maybe he went around on that one, but count 2-0 now.
Kyler turned around and checked with the ump on that one.
Yeah.
It's always good to do that in a gentlemanly way.
Yeah, you got to work with him all day.
Yeah.
You got 2 games too. Well, he probably won't be behind the plate again the second game.
Good pitch.
As far as the umpire, Kyler probably will be. Got to keep that rapport as a catcher with the umpire. Billy, you're an old catcher. You get that.
I love the talking back there. It's the best part of the game.
3-1. Be a walk. It's going to put runners on the corners, first and third, with North Rock Creek's cleanup hitter due up to plate.
Yeah, as a catcher, one of the things you got to do, especially you're trying to keep your pitcher mentally just calm and where he needs to be at. So you need to be the one that does the complaining when you can.
The lawyer in me wants to call that negotiating.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's a big part of it for sure.
I would not complain.
Yeah, no, it's complaining, but
it's solely negotiating.
Yeah,
proving your point. Plain devil's advocate.
I would use the Socratic method, right? I'm asking questions to lead them there. That's what I would do. I would ask them questions, let them think about it.
So you're leading the witness, huh?
That's exactly what you do.
Pick-off attempt over at first. Gets back in there sliding.
It's a really big at-bat early in this game.
Yeah. I would agree with you. Games like this, I mean, everything kind of gets magnified because obviously you got it's game one, so I mean you still got some games to play with.
Yep.
But it appears that North Rock Creek has kind of gone with their number two guy.
I think so. That's from what I saw in the stats. Yeah, I believe that to be true. I think this kid that's batting is probably the number one.
Big lefty. Yeah. Ritson's probably going to pitch game 2 for us.
Jackson was able to strike Chase Plum out first at bat.
And he gets ahead of him here, 0-2.
Yeah.
Put runners on second and third now. Jackson still ahead of the count, though, 1-2.
Yeah, good job by Kyler that time. That's not one you even want to try at this point.
No.
And especially with what was in your mind, what had happened earlier, that's probably going to pull back a little bit.
Ball is low. Evens the count now, 2-2. Infield is in again, trying to cut that runner off at home and keep this one tied up. Ball is lifted. Is Caden have a play? No. Kyler and Caden made a valiant effort, but ball ended on the other side of the netting. That's going to keep the count 2-2. Jackson's worked in a lot of pitches so far for only 3 innings, though.
Maybe you look off speed here.
Yeah, he got one to play with a little.
Yeah. Or you challenge him inside.
Seems like he's got the kind of the curveball working today a little bit better than the fastball at the
moment.
moment.
There. Yeah.
Ball inside. Runs the count full.
Second full count of the inning.
Yeah, this top of third seems like it's been going on for a while now. That ball is lifted, going to be out of play as well. Good at bat right here by the big lefty. See if Jackson can get another home lumber and supply in Lawton strikeout.
Yeah, try to limit the damage here. Really do need to get a strikeout or kind of a soft ground out on the infield.
Yeah.
Middle infield definitely playing up.
Brody, Ritson, and Cade due up in the bottom of the third. Wind's starting to pick up a little here at the nest. That ball is
yes, sir.
in there for a strike. Another home lumber and supply in Lawton strikeout for Jackson Sutherland. Huge strikeout right there for the Owl righty.
That's what you call a window shopper. He's just looking. Big strikeout.
Take me to the window shopping. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. Owls look to limit the damage.
There he
Swing and a
goes.
miss, strike one. Jackson jumps ahead on this kid, 0-1. That ball, oh, hey.
No, it's right here.
Nope. Oh, that one kind of curved.
Wind caught it today.
Yep.
Pull it that way.
Thought I had a chance. Tony Morrison almost caught that one. Maybe Bentley caught it. I don't know. My money's on Grandpa.
Me too.
I would think there's a dip in there too. Jackson gets ahead of the hitter 0-2 as we keep the commentary flowing for you. Swing and a miss, strike three. Jackson Southern with another home lumber and supply in Lawton strikeout. Cougars are able to get one on the board to tie this one up. A great job of Jackson pitching out of some trouble right there. As we head to the bottom of the third, it is all tied up at 1. You're watching Elgin Owl Baseball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, we're back here at the bottom of the third inning. North Creek was able to push one across to tie it at 1s. Brody Morrison, Ritson Meyer, and Cade Hillary due up for the Owls in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss, strike one. Brody falls behind, 0-1. Brody came in today hitting .367. The senior. Pitcher was taking a little bit of time. Brody decided to step out the box. All right, we're back ready for play. Oh, kind of nubbed. That's going to be a tough play. Oh, good play by the pitcher.
Yeah, very athletic play.
Yeah. That was kind of in no man's land, but he got off the mound fairly quickly and is able to get the speedy Brody Morrison over at first. Yeah, if he doesn't field that cleanly,
Yeah.
Brody is there.
But when he hit that off of the very end of the bat,
Yeah.
that is
That was a pull shot. That's going to bring up the man, the myth, the legend himself, Fritzen Meyer. Team leading 8 home runs on the year. The way the wind is blowing, if you can get one,
get one up. Yeah, you can get behind
get one up, yeah, it's going to get out of here today. That's going to be a single for Ritson. Now 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles. That's going to bring up Cade Hillary.
Yeah, really good piece of hitting there by Ritson, just putting that ball back where it came from. It's just textbook hitting. What is he not good at? Is there anything that kid's not good at? We need to talk to
Not that
Matt. No, I'm not going to say that.
Math. Well, no, he's a straight A student too.
Yeah.
So,
Kid's good at everything, man.
Chris said, just kidding. Yeah, I mean he is one of a kind,
He
one of
is
one.
Mr. Elgin.
He will surely be missed. And we wish him all the best
Yeah.
at Abilene
He's
Christian.
going to do well. He'll do well.
Cade Hillary comes up, the senior. Comes into today hitting .408, Billy. Pretty salty.
It is.
Falls behind 0-1, though. Pickoff attempt. Ritson gets back in fairly easily. Ball.
Yeah, that's a good pitch.
Yeah.
It's hard to lay off that.
Evens count 1-1.
Be a little bit down.
Strike 2. Count now 1-2 to the big lefty, Cade Hillary. Cade is going to continue his career at Redlands Community College and next spring. Ritson gets back standing up again. I would think this pitcher is either their shortstop or something when he's not on the mound. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's going to bring up Grayson Nichols. Kind of fooled Cade right there on the off-speed pitch. So Ritson's still at first. Coach Garrett trying to pump up the guys there. Ritson's
He's
back
leaning
in
man.
there, yeah.
He's leaning. Maybe trying to get in scoring position.
Yeah, I think he was going on that one. Kind of took that big hop. Timed up the pickoff pretty good, but tried again. I could hear Ritson, come on, bro.
Yeah.
There he goes, swing and a miss.
That's the come on, bro.
Yeah, it's. He had a pretty good jump right there too.
Yeah.
When you get all the way in there and you realize it's a foul ball and you got to go back. And
That's
you're
the
like,
worst. That's the worst.
Oh, 0-1 now for Grayson. Team leading .451 average coming into this one. Back in there. See if Grayson can get a hold of one right here. Has 3 home runs on the season. He looks a little winded out there.
He is right now.
Looks like he got 6 carries in a row. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Grayson falls behind 0-2. This pitcher's doing a good job of kind of keeping the hitters off balance, mixing his pitches fairly well between fastball and off-speed stuff. Taking a look at Ritson again over there at first. Grayson behind in the count, 0-2. That ball is lifted to right field. The right fielder is under it for the third out of the inning. Owls leave one stranded as we head to the top of the fourth. It is all tied up 1-1 here in Game 1 of the Super Regionals between North Rock Creek and the Elgin Owls. You're watching Elgin Owl Baseball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And we're back here at the Nest as we head to the top of the fourth, all tied 1-1. Jackson Sutherland still on the mound. Had some base runners throughout the day, but done a good job of working out of some trouble. Has, 6 strikeouts now, Billy?
Yep, 6 strikeouts.
Yep. Ball is a little up, I guess. Falls behind 1-0. I think that might be one when you negotiate, right?
You do.
Billy?
You say something for sure.
Strike. Evens count 1-1. That ball is lifted, but that is going to be out of play. Watch out.
That little girl.
Watch out.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, she was
Dangerously close
yeah.
and blissfully unaware.
Jackson gets ahead of the hitter, a 1-2. That ball is hit out to center field, but Ritson is underneath it for the first out of the inning. Quick recap of the defense. Kaysen Meyer in left field, Ritson in center, Cade Hillary in right. Around the infield, Lucas Young at first, Brody Morrison at second, Caden Boletto at third, Mason Thornton, your shortstop, Kyler Owen behind the plate, and your pitcher is Jackson Sutherland. Falls behind this hitter, 1-0. I think this is the pitcher, right?
Yep.
Fouled over to the third. Hey, good play, Coach. Nice little dig over there. Billy, we were walking on the field early in the game. I mean, I think at one time in my entire career I played baseball on turf, but it was the old school AstroTurf.
Oh, the concrete underneath.
Might as well,
It's cardboard concrete. Yeah.
Right. That ball is hit well to left field, but right at Kaysen Meyer for the second out of the inning. But this one, I mean, this field is.
This is nice.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you. I would have loved to play on this. I was goo gaga over the bullpen, man. I would have loved to have a bullpen that, wasn't in the field, first of all. Man, actually, it's a double bullpen protected on the out. Oh, man.
I was talking to North Rock Creek's coach a little bit before the game, getting this lineups and all that kind of stuff, and he was like, man, this facility is unbelievable. And I said, well, thank you. And yes, it is. And now that the press box is done, I mean, it's
awesome. Press box awesome.
Yeah, the press box is awesome. I mean, it's a great complex for not only the baseball team, but also softball right next door. That ball is gonna right to Brody Morrison for the third out of the inning. Jackson works his first 1-2-3 inning as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's tied up 1-1. You're watching Elgin Owl Baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network, where sports is our middle name. And we're back here at the Nest as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It is tied 1-1. Due up for the Owls is Kason Meyer, Lucas Young, and Jackson Sutherland. Bam! Junior comes in hitting .365 on the year, 33 RBIs, 11 stolen bases, also 4 home runs. Ball up, gets ahead of the count 2-0. Best 2 out of 3. Game 2 will be at 5 o'clock today. Game 3 if necessary. That ball is hit down the line. Lead-off single by Kason Meyer.
Yeah.
Game 3, if necessary, tomorrow here at the Nest at 2. It's going to bring up Lucas Young. Not Lucius, but Lucas.
Really good piece of hitting there by Kason, taking the 2-0 and just taking a fastball straight to left field.
Yeah, I think that's our first leadoff runner on base in an inning.
You are correct.
Hey, how do you like that? Lucas squares around the bunt. Ball is outside, 1-0. In games played yesterday, Tuttle took care of business. So Tuttle, Blanchard, Mount St. Mary, and Berry Hill are all now off to the state tournament. Not sure of the location yet. Believe it's somewhere in the Edmond area. We'll find that out sometimes this weekend or Monday at the latest. I believe the games will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. If the Owls are able to make it, we will try and have at least the Thursday and Friday game for you, I believe. If they are able to make it to the state title, NHFS will be involved. And now, baseball, we're not going to do a video only of just us. That could turn ugly.
That would be bad.
Football's bad enough.
I don't think either my mom or my wife would even pay any attention to that at all. Those are the people who love me the most.
Lucas gets ahead of the count here, 2-0.
Threw a fastball last time, 2-0.
Kind of a changeup right there. Looked like an Elgin crowd not happy with that strike, but at the end of the day, it's still a strike. So Lucas now still ahead of the count, though, 2-1. Kason gets back over. Not picking on Kason as much as they were Big Brother over there. Trace Laura in the house today. Billy, you got a chance at that one. Or the computer does.
It's down here.
Oh.
I would have caught it. But I'm definitely not diving off the roof. I'm not that dedicated, man.
Parkour. Evens count now, 2-2. Kaysen gets back in over there, standing up.
I'll probably just dive out of the way and let it hit back here.
We can no longer bring the game for you because the computer and the soundboard is broke. Because Billy saved himself. Count runs full.
Yeah. At the very least, you're putting a little stress on this pitcher right now.
I think we've had some base runners, though, every inning at least. Lucas fouls that one away. Kaysen was taken off on the pitch. Lucas did a good job of hanging in there with 2 strikes, fouls that one straight back. Jackson comes over to get the ball. I'm the pitcher, and I'm handing that ball to the umpire. I'm saying, sir, look how much I'm helping you. Please help me next top half of the inning.
It doesn't work that well.
Kaysen gets back diving this time. Count remains full. Senior Lucas Young.
Yeah.
Ball low. That's going to put runners on first and second for Jackson Sutherland. Jackson last at bat had an amazing bunt. Was able to beat it out at first base. Was kind of hoping for a sacrifice, but did one better and was able to get over there at first. So see if Coach Garrett decides to put the bunt back on for Jackson. Kaysen at second, Lucas at first. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Jackson Sutherland looking to help himself out with Caden Boletto on deck. Jackson is going to square around. Takes that one for a strike. Kaysen.
Ooh.
Oh, Kaysen gets.
That works out.
Ball bounces off of him. It's going to pushes the runners up to second and third as Kaysen took that one off the elbow. He's going to smart a little. It's on that right arm, too. And Kaysen is one of our first reliable arms out of the bullpen, so hopefully it just stung a little. Miss Ashley's out there to give it a look, but Kaysen says, I'm fine. All right, so 0-1 now to Jackson. Runners on second and third. Still no outs. Looks like the infield is in at the corners. Back in the middle. Going to concede the run. Jackson is going to lay. Pop that one up. I think that's going to still be in play. Yeah. Dropped by the, not dropped, but not.
Yeah, just misplayed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Wynn got it.
Wynn got it held up. It was a long run for him.
Yeah, he had to run a long ways to get that one.
Yeah, because, he was kind of over towards second. Jackson falls behind, though, 0-2 here. Still no outs, though. Runners at second and third.
It's a good idea by Jackson to kind of show bunt there and take a swing at one.
Infield is in now with 2 strikes. See if Jackson can push one through. A lot of holes in the infield when the infield plays in. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Yeah.
Ball outside, 1-2. That ball is down the line. Let's see, Lucas Young is going to try and score for second as the throw comes in, and Lucas is in there. Jackson gets hung up at second base. Now it's kind of stuck in a rundown, but does get the 2 RBI single and is going to get out at first base, but the Owls will trade an out for 2 runs. The Owls take the lead 3-1 on Jackson Sutherland's single to left field, moved to second on the throw, and then got caught in the rundown there between second and third. Good job by the catcher of not falling asleep back there, though. So that makes 1 out, but the Owls, like I said, the Owls will trade it out for 2 runs for sure. Owls now lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. I've got another pin for you, Billy, if you need one. So he's shaking it out over there.
A little bit.
Ball is hit to the shortstop by Caden Belletto. Nice play by the shortstop for the second out of the inning. We roll this one over to the top of the order with Mason Thornton. Last at bat, Mason had a great 2-out RBI single right through the middle. Okay.
DMX?
Mason, yeah, Mason.
That's old
I'm
school.
rethinking. Cason's is good, but that's more our high school days, huh, Billy?
Yeah, that's.
We're showing our age, but that's okay. I got a birthday Monday.
Wow.
44 years young.
Well, happy birthday in case I don't see you.
Well, thanks. My birthday's always around Mother's Day. It's never a good deal. Last year was on Mother's Day. That did not work out well for me at all.
This day's mine.
That is the third out of the inning, but the Owls do push 2 across here in the bottom of the fourth to take the lead 3-1 in game 1 of the Super Regionals. Best 2 out of 3. You're watching Elgin Owl Baseball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
And we're back here at the Nest as we head to the top of the 5th inning. The Owls were able to push 2 across in the bottom of the 4th to take the lead 3-1 here in game 1 of the Super Regionals. Best 2 out of 3 series between your Elgin Owls and the North Rock Creek Cougars.
You really need another shutdown inning by Jackson here. We get 3-3 down last time after scoring 2. Nice to do the same thing here.
Yeah, that would be real important. I mean, then we got, like I said, if we able to do that, we've got Brody, Ritson, and Cade up in the bottom of the 5th as well. Stick around in between innings as we'll have the 5th inning stretch brought to you by Julian Electric. Ball outside. Jackson falls behind 1-0. Two-0. Ball up, 3-0. Give a huge shout out to our title sponsor, Burrito Miko.
Did I hear you say sushi a while ago?
Yes, he is now making sushi
Come
as
on.
well.
Let's go.
It is Mexican-themed sushi.
Oh, man. I've got to go try that.
I have not tried it yet, but Julia, yeah. Strike on the inside corner. Runs the count 3-1. Yeah, a lot of people that I know have ranted and raved about it, so I need to try it out soon. Fouled straight back. That's going to run the count full now, 3-2.
Good job by Jackson, able to get this back to a full count here.
Yeah, he's a battler now. He's a fighter out there, no doubt about it. Didn't have his best stuff, I would say, probably in the first 2 or 3 innings.
Yeah, I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5th full count of the game so far.
Yeah, but has really fought through it and done a good job of holding them at 1 run. That ball is hit to left field, right at Kason Meyer for the first out of the inning.
Like I was saying earlier, you just got to trust your defense. Last 4 outs have been just flyouts, and let them pop it out. You got a good outfield out there.
Yeah, there's a ton of speed out there in the outfield, ton of athleticism out there in the outfield. Around the infield, too, you've got a second baseman that's a 4-year starter, a shortstop that's been around for a long time as well. Caden really does a good job at third base. Caden does a good job, like I said, probably play center next game when Ritson's on the mound. And then Lucas plays a good first base over there as well. So like I said, let your defense work for you. Strike in the outside corner, evens count 1-1. And obviously Jackson's done that all year, coming into this one with a .78 ERA. Came into this one with 74 strikeouts, so now has 80, I guess. He's still got 6.
6, yep.
So now has 80 strikeouts on the season. Earlier in the year, notched his 200th career strikeout. So probably up around 220, 225 now.
Sure be nice as an offense to know you just had to score 1 run a game when he's pitching.
Yeah.
And pretty much take care of the rest.
Count now 3-1. Jackson's going to be headed to Omaha this summer to play for Team Oklahoma in the, not sure what that tournament is called, but it's up in Omaha during the College World Series. We'll get to play at Charles Schwab Field. I don't think my Tigers are going to be there this year.
No, OU has a chance there.
I don't know if LSU's even going to make the tournament.
OU's looking pretty decent.
National champs to not making the tournament. That's LSU sports in a nutshell.
Recently it has been for sure.
Yes. But hey, we got the lane train now, baby.
Oh boy.
If there was ever
what a show this is going to be.
If there was ever a match made in heaven.
It is. My goodness. Him on a Saturday night. Him and the press down there is going to be wild. This is going to be wild.
So got 1 out now, runner on first base.
Good job by Kyler to come out. Just kind of calm him down.
Up and away, 1-0.
Maybe the best name of the day, Maverick Wingo.
I like it.
Maverick Wingo. Left fielder, North Rock Creek.
Whoa. Inside 2-0.
He flied out to center in the first and struck out in the third.
I'll take either of those outcomes right here. Now it's just about getting outs. Ball is up 3-0. See if Jackson can fight his way back here. Ball in the outside corner, 3-1.
First 2 batters this inning have had full counts, and now this one's got a 3-1.
Ball is fouled directly. Did it go over the press box or hit it?
Went over.
Okay. It's going to full the count, though, now, 3-2. Going to full the count. That's a new one in baseball.
It's all right. 3 full counts. It's stressful, not like mentally stressful. It's physically stressful. It's a lot of pitches to throw. The runner on base still.
Swing and a
Yeah, good
strike
one there,
3 as we have another Home Lumber and Supply in Lawton strikeout. Call Steve and his team today at 580-353-3838. Located at 1306 Southwest F Avenue in Lawton.
He seems to have a lot of confidence in that breaking ball today. Been throwing it quite a bit.
Yeah.
High pressure situations.
Well, it's almost like he's more confident in
Yeah,
that one
for
when
sure
he
he is
needs
right
a
now.
strike.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've seen a couple 3-0 counts when he's thrown it. Some days you just wake up and that one feels better. That ball is hit well to left field, but right at Kason Meyer. It takes a couple steps back for the third out of the inning. North Rock Creek leaves another one stranded as we head to the bottom of the fifth. But we're going to stick right here as we head to the fifth inning stretch, brought to you by Julian Electric. They service Southwest Oklahoma and beyond for indoor, outdoor lighting, wiring installation, and any other service needed for residential or commercial construction projects. Give Ronnie and his team a call today at 580-512-0326. That's 580-512-0326 for Julian Electric, a proud supporter of Elgin Athletics. Thank you, Julian Electric, for being our fifth inning stretch sponsor. Billy, you want to sing "Take Me Out to the Ballgame"? Go ahead, buddy.
I do not want to sing, no.
Be a little Harry Carey up here?
No.
Take me out to the
No.
ballgame.
If you're watching at home, we are going to have another game here in just a little bit, so we don't know if it will scheduled to start at 5.
Scheduled to start at 5. We're not
Depending on
sure.
when this one ends.
Yep.
So time to get out here. Come on out here.
We will go off air, so we're not going to
Yeah.
stay live. We will go off air and come back for game 2.
Yep. Pretty packed ballpark today. Good weather. Good baseball weather.
Yeah, so if you're at work right now or at home watching, come on out to game 2. Support the guys. There's a possibility that today may be the last day that
Yeah.
Brody Morrison and Ritson Meyer and Cade Hillary and the Rep Mason Thornton and the rest of the seniors play at any nest. They want to go out with a bang. Brody Morrison now up to bat. That ball is hit well. Center fielder has a track on it, though, and is able to get the first out of the inning. The ball was well hit. But
Yeah, right. Good spot, though.
Yep.
Brody's done all right today. He's been 0 for 3 so far, but
3 hard-hit balls.
yeah, he's done all right.
Well,
He
outside
struck out,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's had a couple. He's been fine. Like he's been on it. And that's
That's
you want
baseball.
a guy. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
mean,
Your exit velocity could be sitting at 100, which would be elite, and you could be 0 for 4. I mean,
Right.
It just can happen.
And then
Or
you
you
could-
could have. I think it was Juan Soto the other day hit a 42-mile-per-hour exit velocity double. I don't know how that even happens. But it's there.
Ritson falls behind 0-1. Ritson 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles. Came into today. Ball outside 1-1. Came into today hitting .351 with 39 hits. Team leading 8 home runs and 45 RBIs. Mr. Do It Everything for
Yep.
Elgin. If you're hard hit ball to first base, but
we were
right
talking
at the
about,
first
yeah.
baseman. For the second out of the inning. Yeah, if you're joining us and don't know much about Elgin Athletics, Ritson
He's
scored 104 touchdowns in his high school football career. Had over 100 wrestling wins, 4 state titles in wrestling, and been one of the better players on the baseball team for a team that has gone to the state tournament, looking to go to the state tournament for all 4 years of his high school career. Not a shabby high school career. Cade fouls that one. Evens the count now 1-1.
Hey, he's just a fun kid to be around, man. Like that's like, despite all the athletic stuff.
Yeah, he's a good kid,
Yeah.
great kid. Like you said, awesome interview, awesome kid to talk to.
Got a bright future at Abilene. He'll do well there.
Yeah. Only one game out of his that I'm not going to root for.
Oh,
He's in the same conference with my alma mater, North Alabama Lions. They actually traveled to North Alabama this year.
well, I know I'm definitely pulling for Abilene then.
Roar Lions.
3-1.
But at least he's going to be wearing purple.
That's true.
Pulled the string on that one. Makes it count 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Going to have to throw it over to first base as they're able to get Cade to end the 5th. No hits on no runs there in the bottom of the 5th, but the Owls still lead 3-1 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. You're watching Elgin Owl Baseball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, we're back here at the Nest as we head to the top of the 6th. Your Owls lead 3-1 in Game 1 of the Super Regionals. Best 2 out of 3. Game 2 will be right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network at 5, we believe. If the time changes, we will let you know. We will go off air and then come back about 5 or 10 minutes prior to the first pitch of Game 2. Then Game 3, if necessary, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Winner of this regional moves on to the state tournament. Not sure of the location yet, but somewhere in the Oklahoma City, Edmond area is what we've been told. And the state championship game Saturday will be played at Bricktown. Great play by Jackson on the comebacker, able to flip it over to Lucas for the first out of the inning. It's 2 good plays by Jackson today, fielding his position. Tuttle, St. Mary's, Mount St. Mary's, Blanchard, and Berry Hill have moved on to the state tournament. Game 3s are being played today between Sallisaw and Ada, Verdigris and Heritage Hall, and Lone Grove and Sulphur. We're the only ones that started on Friday. Ball is fouled away. Jackson gets out to a 0-2 start to his hitter.
Hasn't done that much today.
No, there's a lot of pitches so far today.
Yeah.
Here comes the amazing Jack Baker. Jack looking pretty good these days. Got the hard-to-kill shirt on.
I saw that.
That ball is lifted. It's going to be Mason underneath it for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Owls are 4 outs away from potentially taking Game 1. Cade Phillips down there warming up in the bullpen. Ritzenmeyer, the likely Game 2 starter. Lineup likely to stay the same. Jackson will move over to third. Caden will move to center with Ritzen on the mound. Jackson wanted that one. strike one.
Yeah, Jackson's only allowed 2 hits today. So
Yeah.
been a few runners, but only 2 hits.
Ball up, 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Runs the count full now, 3-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Owls lead 3-1. Ball inside for the walk. Gonna put a runner on first base. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Brings up the pitcher. North Rock Creek, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. The Owls, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. Per the scoreboard. We'll have to check Billy's official
That's
book,
right.
though.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
0-1. Gets ahead with that first pitch curveball.
Kona Panning Soro, pitcher for the Cougars.
Runner is off with the pitch.
It's a good throw.
Got him. Kyler. Did he just call for a
Oh,
whoa.
helmet him in the
All
face.
right. So, Kyler Owen with a great throw down to second base to get the runner on the attempted steal. So that's going to end the top of the 6th inning as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Owls 3, North Rock Creek 1. You're watching Elgin Owl Baseball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Oh, yeah.
And we're back here. Heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Grayson Nichols due up. Kason Meyer on deck. Lucas Young in the hole. Owls lead 3-1 as they've scored 1 in the 2nd and 2 in the 4th. Ball inside, 1-0. Grayson came into this one today hitting .451 with the team leading 46 hits on the year, also 37 RBIs. That one is nubbed. Good play by the pitcher. Takes it himself over the first base for the first out of the inning. Brings up Kason Meyer. Mike Meyer is here in spirit with the fat head.
Yeah, I see it.
I think he's watching from...
The fat head's kind of looking at me right now. I can kind of see
You see it? Okay.
Give me some side eye right there.
I see it. Mike's probably watching from an oil field somewhere in Louisiana, maybe.
That's a good pitch.
0-for-1. Yeah, start bat here on that pitch is pretty nasty. See what Kason can do right here. Last inning, last at bat at least. Had a great leadoff single to left field. Evens the count 1-1. Ball is hit to the third baseman. Nice play over there. Gets it across the diamond for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Lucas Young. Ball is fair. Throws across the diamond.
Yeah.
And is able to get Lucas for the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 inning as we head to the top of the seventh. Owls lead 3-1, need 3 outs to win game 1 and take control of this series. You're watching Elgin Owl Baseball here in the Oklahoma Sports Network. And we're back here at the Nest as we head to the top of the seventh inning. The Owls have a 2-run lead. Jackson looking to get 3 outs and take control of this series with a game 1 victory. That's 2 out of 3. Game 2 is scheduled to begin at 5. We will find out shortly if that is still scheduled for 5 or if we will potentially move that up. This game has kind of flown by.
Yeah, just 3:35 right now.
Yeah. Usually there's only like a half hour in between games, but we will go off air.
Yep.
And then come back with a new stream key and everything like that for game 2. Everybody at home is probably saying, what is a stream key? Sorry about that. Got a little techie on you. Yes. Geek Squad is in the house. 0-2. Jackson gets ahead of the first hitter.
Finish him off, Jackson, right here.
Yeah. Hey!
Yeah,
a little bit outside.
Not
Not a bad pitch for 0-2, though. Kyler kind of set up out there a little bit further than normal. So 1-2 count now.
Yeah, I go back there again.
Try to go with the breaking pitch. Evens the count now, 2-2. North Rock Creek likely to start their big lefty. That ball is fouled away.
That might catch
get
a car.
Nope. Likely going to start their big lefty, first baseman, in game 2. Ritson Meyer on the mound, more than likely for the Owls. That ball is fouled away as well. The count remains 2-2.
Oh, I like that.
Good pitch, maybe a little up. That's going to run the count full. It's going to full the count since I made new words. I'm going to stick with it. What are we doing?
I don't know. But he also brought a baseball out just to be nice about it. I don't know.
Pointed at Jackson about something. That ball is fouled away as well.
Dugout.
Yeah. Count remains full.
This will be the 12th pitch of this at bat.
Wow. Oh, insurance guy. It'll be here before we know it, guys.
And off-season stuff, it matters, man. It absolutely does.
Gets ahead of the count 1-0, the hitter. 2-0.
It's definitely a little mechanical. He kind of leans a little bit away when he goes glove side on that.
Ball is in there for strike one. 2-1 count now.
It's a good pitch.
Strike two. Evens count now 2-2.
Ooh, thought about it.
Yeah. Good pitch right there. Does run the count now full, 3-2.
Those outside pitches, it's just called tunneling the ball. So you put it out there, let him look at it. He thought that was going to be the same thing.
That's going to get down.
Yeah. Be a double probably. Well, maybe not. Let's see here. Yeah, they're going for
Get
two.
it, Kaysen!
Yeah, he's going to be there. Oh, maybe
No, he's not! Hey! I think he did slide under it.
Yeah, to the side of it a little bit.
Not bad.
Great throw, getting that back in on a hurry.
Great throw. Good job by the cutoff Mason getting it to Brody quickly. And is in there for a one-out double. Puts a runner on second base. Kaysen got over to it quick. Got it into
really
Mason
good,
quick.
Yeah. And that was really good to get that off that first bounce by Kaysen. I thought that was going to be in the gap for sure and get by him. And
so one thing about this outfield when Jackson is, well, I mean, when either of them are pitching, Ritson or you've got a lot of speed and a lot of athleticism and three very good arms as well between Ritson, Kaysen, and Cade. Falls behind the hitter, 1-0.
The 9-hole hitter, Jackson Loftus. Hit by a pitch earlier and then flied out to Kaysen.
Two-0. One thing about baseball, there's no time, so you got to get those 21 outs.
That's a good pitch.
Strike one. 2-1. Looks like he was taken all the way right there. Probably taking first strike, I would think, in this inning, trying to get some base runners. Tying run is at the plate. Strike two.
Yeah.
Evens count now 2-2.
My high school coach, we were not allowed to swing at the first pitch ever. Never. Yeah, it was just a thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done well there.
It was tough.
I was what they called a free swinger.
Free swing. I am not surprised, like in the least.
I did not take many pitches.
And when I play travel ball, when I get to play like Legion ball, things like that, they're like, "I'll just swing it whatever you want to swing at."
Yeah,
like you can be my coach any day.
Yeah, I was not a very coachable kid either. I'm not gonna lie.
My coach played. He played in college at Arkansas, so I trusted that he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted to play, so I did what he told me to do. Good pitch.
That ball is. That's gonna be trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyler's got to turn around on that one. Jackson probably should have just said, "Hey, I'm going to go get it."
That probably should have been either Caden. Should have been Caden, probably. But they will not call that an error. That will be called a hit, I believe.
I mean, nobody didn't touch a glove or anything like that. Looks like Cade Phillips is going to come in as we head to the top of the order. Sophomore Cade Phillips is in for Jackson Sutherland. Cade has some electric stuff. There's no doubt about it. Comes into the game with 14 innings pitched on the year with 18 strikeouts. Only a sophomore. Can run it up there mid to upper 80s. A pretty good, nasty kind of slider. Looking for strikes, obviously. Go-ahead run will be at the plate with the top of the order. So things are getting a little interesting here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, Phillips coming on looking for this save here. Jackson pitched a heck of a game. He did. He goes 6 in the 3rd, 7 Ks with the run line is not, but the runners are still his. So at worst, he will leave with it's going to be a win or no decision.
Yep. I'll take the win.
I think the win would be much nicer.
Top of the order, though.
Cade looks interesting. This is the first time I got to watch Cade in person.
Yeah, big old kid now.
Yeah, he can throw it. This is where you're just probably, if you cut it off at 3rd, if the ball's on the left side of the infield, you might go for that, but you're probably still just playing closest base to you outside of home. Make it 2 outs.
Yeah, I mean, that runner at second doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Runner at first, obviously, is a tying run. Batter is the go-ahead run. I will still have the opportunity, if need be, to bat in the bottom of the 7th. Due up would be Jackson, Caden, and then swing to the top of the order with Mason. But let's get these 2 outs and get out of here. Head to game 2. Here's pitch 1.
Woo.
In there for a strike. Gets ahead of the hitter 0-1. Runners going.
Interesting.
Strike 2, though.
Yeah.
A little gutsy right there. Like I said, that run.
I think you're okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that run doesn't really mean anything. Now, I would think they're going to send this runner to second.
And I would be okay at trying to throw down and get him here. I would not even care at that, like you said.
No, if you can get that out.
Yeah, if he does go, it's going to have to be probably to throw something kind of high and outside to give him a good chance. He's setting up outside.
Out there, yeah. But it is a.
You got an 0-2, so you can kind of a throwaway pitch here. Give him one that he can get up on to throw.
Yeah. But it is a lefty, so it's a little bit different.
He's still set up outside here. That's a good pitch. It's outside a little bit, but that's a good pitch.
He's set up way out there, but it's going to run the count to 1-2 now. Elgin faithful wanted that one for sure.
That runner on first is about to be gone. He's
got a big old lead.
He's looking at it for sure.
Ball is fouled away, so the runner's going to have to go back. Count remains 1-2. So runners on first and third, 1-2, 1 out.
Strikeout would be massive right here.
Yes. Here comes, speaking of Coach Hill, here he comes as well. Football guys in the house today. There goes the runner again. Ball outside, so that's going to even the count, 2-2. Tying run now in scoring position at second base. Do have some very good arms in the outfield, but a hit to the outfield could score 2. The Owls will take an out, though. We'll trade a run for an out. And they will definitely take a home Lumber and Supply strikeout. Great job by Cade Phillips. There's 2 outs now in the inning.
Yeah, great pitch sequence there, too. And now brings it the number 2 hole hitter, who's struggled today as well, flat out to center and a couple strikeouts. So one out away for a 1-0 lead in this best of three. You got a little more zip too, so it's a big change from looking at what they were looking at earlier with Sutherland, because he's getting a little tired as it got towards the end of the day. And Phillips, it's electric, man. It's got some good stuff on it. Ball moves a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, only a sophomore, so it's going to be a pretty good pitching staff next year between him, Jackson Sutherland coming back, Kason Meyer. That ball is fouled back. Cade gets ahead of the hitter, 0-1 here. Swing and a miss, strike two. Cade Phillips gets ahead of the hitter, 0-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Owls lead 3-1. See what Cade goes to here on the 0-2 pitch. Kyler's setting up way outside. Looks like it's going to be a fastball out. Here's the pitch. Not a bad spot right there on 0-2. Count now 1-2.
If you can start a breaking pitch on that same spot, bringing it in back door, might could freeze him. I think he likes to throw the gas, man. He wants to, yeah.
That slider, though, is pretty nasty.
Pretty nasty, it is.
That ball is, that's going to be a tough play.
Yeah, you probably just want to hold this one. Just hold it.
Yep. Smart play right there by Mason. That's going to put the go-ahead run at first base. Tying run now at third with the third hole hitter up for Rock Creek. North Rock Creek.
All right.
3-2 now. Ball is up, 1-0. Checking to see what the runners are doing right there. Kind of the fake to third. Hitter now up 1-0.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Count now 1-1. Not a bad decision right there by North Rock Creek. Try to create some havoc, maybe see if he steps off early or balks or something. But that
he's begging for a.
He stepped back.
Yeah. Well, and he stepped off, so it doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a bad idea, though, by the coaches to double check. But he did step off that back rubber. So the count is now even 1-1. Go ahead run at second base in scoring position. 2 outs, though, here in the top of the 7th. If this one ties up, the Owls do have a chance to hit. Let's get this one done right here, Cade. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Good
Strike
pitch.
2. Good job on the breaking ball right there. Froze the hitter. Count now 1-2.
I think I might look at the same thing, man. Setting up on the outside.
Here's the pitch. Hey! Strike 3! That is a home lumber and supply and Lawton strikeout by Cade Phillips to end the game. The Owls take game 1. We'll be back for game 2 here shortly. Owls are 1 win away from heading to their 4th state tournament in a row. Owls win this one 3-2. North Rock Creek has 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Elgin, 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. The Owls win this one 3-2 as we head to game 2. Start time is set at 5. We're going to go off air. We'll be back